Hey, Mrparka here to review a new one from Sean Donohue. It is Cannibal Claus, starring Bob Glazier, who's in a numerous amounts of Sleaze Box films and among other things. Essentially, what we have here is a guy who has a haunted past, and he loses his job right on Christmas Eve. He decides that he doesn't care anymore, and he kind of flips out. When you dwell into his past, you realize why he is called Cannibal Claus. He basically starts hacking and slashing and eating these people that he comes in contact with. The movie's fairly short. It's about an hour long or so. So it gets right to the point. He kills quite a bit of people for the short runtime. And you know what I do dig about what Sean Donohue and the guys over at the Sleaze Box, those kind of that whole crew does, is they're not afraid to light their movies with different colors and stuff. And I'm a sucker for colors and things. There's a lot of flat lighting around without a lot of colors. And of course, we get the Christmas scheme colors in here. And we also get to see Bob Glazer kind of enjoying himself. He's kind of a Freddy Krueger type killer, except very sleazy and gross. But Freddy was that as well. And Bob Glazer kind of does that. He does wait till they get a load of me. Where can a guy get some action? So he's kind of harnessing his inner Beetlejuice, inner Freddy Krueger kind of deal, and he's kind of get a one-liner where he gets to star in and just be goofy and creepy and just go to town. It's kind of cool to see him have fun with it. The film does kind of linger on a lot of the shots. Like there's just a lot of the scenes, like the grill scene, they seem to go on for a very long time. Shots of bodies seem to go on and go back to kind of showcase the gore. The after deaths and stuff, the gore afterwards looks pretty good. A lot of the effects when they're happening aren't really there. They're not there. It's just very typical, effective, simple stuff. A knife going in, things like that. You guys are here. You guys know that Sean Donohue brings the TNA. There's tons of it. Girls stripping naked everywhere, butts, bush, boobs. It's all in here, and at a short, like a runtime, like I said, an hour long. So yeah, if you're in it to watch kind of a Christmas-oriented slasher movie with Bob Glazer running amok and fueling up and cutting up and eating up some ladies, then this one's definitely for you. Bob Glazer is definitely the shining point in the film. I actually enjoy the stuff when he's kind of just being less violent. He's kind of funny in that kind of stuff when he puts on a pair of sunglasses. There's things like shots that are supposed to take place at night, and they'll go into a location, and the windows there'll be sun blaring in and stuff like that. That's kind of a low budget deal there. It happens. I see it quite a bit. But yeah, that's very noticeable in this one. Like I said, some of the shots do linger. I think that for all the deaths in here, I think that I'm surprised that some of the shots seem to linger on afterwards. But again, I think that's more of a lingering on the violence and stuff like that. Yeah, if you guys like the Sleaze Box pictures, I think you'll like this one. Plenty of TNA and plenty of Bob Glazer acting insane, all in holiday spirit fun. But yeah, that's Cannibal Claus. All the information about the movie will be below. I also noticed a guy I see a lot on Facebook on there, Alberto Giavannelli, and his whole family were in it and during the flashbacks, which I thought was pretty cool. And Albert actually had some pretty good lines, and I think he did a pretty good job as well. So that was really cool to see him and his family in there and whatnot. Yeah, it would be hard definitely to find a kid to be in this movie for the sheer amount of violence and nudity. But yeah, some of the after effects look pretty cool. I won't spoil anything. But like I said, some of it does seem to linger, but it is short, and you get what you come for, all in an hour, probably like over 10 bodies and just tons of nudity. So if you want something super sleazy in the vein of like a Discord service or something like that, or make them die sleazy for Christmas, then this one's for you. I'm Mrparka. Have a good one.
How'd you like to deck these balls, bitch?
Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho!